All right. Hey folks, we got anybody out here? Let's see how we're doing. All right, let's see. We've got an SO-50 pass this afternoon Central Time at least. Let's see here. This is going to be a north to southeast pass. Hey, Randall. Howdy from Rockwall. Thanks for joining in again. Let's see here. So this pass here is going to start just west of north, and it is going to hit our high point. It's a pretty high pass, way up in the sky there. And then we're going to finish in the southeast, just out between those couple of sheds I've got out there. All right, let's see. Let me get things fired up. How are we doing time-wise? We've got a few minutes here yet. All right, let me get we got the sun behind us. That's not great. Let me get the memory channel dialed up here. Working the dual VFOs on the 2730. All right, got our memory channel set. Let's get our recorder going. This is a December 12th pass. December 3rd, 2023 pass of SO-50 at 1:04 PM Central. It's a 50-some degree pass. All right. Got that paused. Is the audio okay out there for you guys? Getting my second phone set up here. Okay, hopefully we'll be picking up the satellite right out this direction any moment. Audio's good, great. Go ahead and get my recorder running. Good. Boy, this low angle winter sun is tough. Greetings from Veracruz, Mexico. Awesome. Well, welcome to the stream. It's great to have some of our X-Ray Echo friends on the stream. Starting to hear a little something out there. So for those of you who may be new to my operating rig here, I use a Elk Antenna, an Icom IC-2730. It's my radio. I am configured for 15 watts right now. Trying to pick up some stations on these low, on the lowest parts of the pass through the trees. I need a little extra wattage. Still waiting to pick something up. It's still pretty low in the horizon. There you guys might be able to hear just a little bit. There we go. Just starting to pick it up. So I'm twisting the antenna here to change the polarity, try to sync up polarity with the satellite. Checking my ISS Detector App here, make sure I'm on path. Man, it is a gorgeous day out here. Hey, Cooley. Welcome. I'm not sure what the temperature is. It's got to be over 70 degrees right now. Just a little bit of a wind. Hopefully it's not too much wind for the microphones. I'm gonna bump my memory here pretty quickly. Just about a quarter of the way into the pass. Only picking up real faint signal at this point. Oh, here we go. I've got this clump of trees out here that's probably not helping me. Good news is the satellite's up, it's operating, I can hear people on it. There's a bunch of northwest grids that I still don't have, so. Echo Mike 12. That might be Randall. I don't know what somebody's doing there.
Thank you. 8 degrees here, 73.
Somebody's
From Germany, this is Kilo Delta Zero.
spewing some stuff across the satellite there.
Kilo Bravo Zero, that's Kilo Delta Zero, Bravo Lima Zulu from Delta Mike 79. QSL, Fox Mike 18.
Delta Mike 79, this is W5ITR, Echo Mike 13.
W5ITR, KR5, Echo Mike 12.
Echo Mike 12, I copy, I hear you out there, Randall.
Kilo Juliet 7, November, Delta Yankee at the green corner, Delta Mike 0717081A.
Sounds like we've got maybe somebody out there on two grid squares.
From Delta Mike 79 here at KT0BLD.
Hey, Don. W5ITR, Echo Mike 13. I feel like I'm probably getting a little bit behind the satellite here. Just checking my app. This old phone is a little slow to respond, so it's not ideal. Let me bump to my next memory. There we go.
Zulu from Delta. KD0 Bravo Lima Zulu, KK50 Echo Mary 20. Echo Mary 26 or Echo Mary 20? Echo Mary 20. Echo Mary 20, copy.
W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13. I feel like I'm losing the bird here. I'm a little bit ahead of it. That doesn't help. It's pretty high. W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13. W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13.
Echo November 51. W5 ITR, WK3 uniform.
WK3 uniform. I copy. Grid, please.
So, Julia 79 Delta Yankee, X-ray.
Boy, not doing so hot here. Let's see. Echo November 51, I copy. I'm Echo Mike 13. Not getting in real clean, I don't think. W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13. I'm going to try to get this WK3U.
WK3 uniform, Echo Lima 89.
WK3 uniform, W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13.
Roger, November 9, Julia Papa Golf, WK3 uniform, Echo Lima.
WK3 uniform, W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13. I'm almost out of pass here. See if I can find an opening. W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13.
W5 India Tango Romeo, X-ray, Echo 1, Echo Victor Papa, QSL.
Echo Victor Papa, QSL, I copy. Try one more time to get this Whiskey Kilo 3 uniform.
Whiskey 4 Bravo Bravo, this is WK3 uniform, Echo Lima 89. Hotel Papa 2, Victor Crime, Hotel Juliet,
WK3 uniform, W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13. WK3 uniform, W5 ITR, Echo Mike 13. Seven 3, and thanks for the contact. Boy, that was a rough one. And I think just like that, the bird is gone. All right. Get everything turned off here. Well, that was a bit of a rough pass, and look, that happens sometimes. Oftentimes when I'm pointing in this direction, if I switch up here, you guys might be able to see that I've got a telephone pole out there, and I've got another one just to the right of it, right over that shed that you see right there. And I definitely get some interference off of those things. Yeah, I got the X-Ray Echo 1, what was it? Echo Papa something. But yeah, Don, I got one from Mexico. There's a number of X-Ray Echo stations that are really active on the FM birds, and they're all great operators, and you know, it's not uncommon to hear those guys. I'm able to hear them pretty frequently. Yeah, Randall, that was, I don't know, that was a tough pass. There was some interference on there too. It sounded like maybe somebody was screwing around a little bit there and clogging up the repeater on the northernmost part of the pass. So Don, you know, as long as you exchange call sign and grid squares, if you've got all that information, that's all it takes. And you know, if I'm not sure if the other operators copied me, I'm gonna log it anyhow, and we'll see if they log it, and if we sync up in Logbook of the World, then it's a contact. So yeah, it's you know, especially on satellite passes when they're fairly fast and furious, and this one had a lot of interference on it. That's really the best practice, is go ahead and log your information, log your side of it, and wait and see if the other operator logs their side of it. So that's, I've heard Kyle say this before, and I think it's the best practice, right? Log all the cues. So we'll see what happens. All right, any other questions out there before I go ahead and shut this one down? It was nice to see some new folks out here. Thanks for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. I try to do these at least once on a weekend if there's a good pass at an opportune time for me. Every now and then I'll try to slip one in around lunchtime through the week as well. But it's always great to have folks drop in on the stream. It's always fun. It adds just another dimension to the satellite operation, and it's a lot of fun. Let's see, how do you keep up with your QSOs? So what I do is I run a you know, I'm streaming here, so I'm getting a copy of everything, but I also run a voice recorder. So I've got a little voice recorder here that I run for every pass, and you know, sometimes depending on the call sign, I'm sure you guys have experienced this, some calls are easier to pick up than others, and so a lot of times if it's a call that I don't pick, but I know I've heard it cleanly, and I've picked up the grid square, I'll call the operator by their grid square, and you know, get their attention that way. So again, as long as you've got that information, and if it's come through the radio cleanly and I know I've got a good copy of it, then I'll call them by their grid. That's a little easier sometimes to catch than maybe a long call sign or a call sign with letters you don't typically hear. So that's how I do it. All right, let's see. Any other final questions here before I shut this down? Well, I don't mind being out here at all. It is just gorgeous. Let's see. Yeah, times don't have to be exact. That's for sure. If, you know, I start my recorder right when the pass starts, and my recorder gives me a timestamp as well. So I know within probably a minute either side of the actual QSO, and that's certainly well within any type of requirement for the QSO. Yeah, the goats are doing good. I've got a couple, Dawn. You missed it earlier in the pass. I was down over by the pasture where the goats are, a little closer. I've got a couple that are in heat, and they were just making a racket. Yeah, they're doing well. Everyone's healthy. That's always the best part, right? It's good when you don't have any sick goats. So, all right, gang. Well, again, thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. These are a lot of fun whenever I've got some folks along for the ride, and as long as you guys are enjoying them, I'm going to keep doing them. So hopefully I'll catch you on another one soon, and hope you have a great rest of your weekend. 7-3.